providing liquid fuels as well as food for the globe.
Clearly huge opportunity there.
Part of the solution to reducing emissions and also affordable energy solutions.
Once again, they see the hypocrisy in that as we turn overseas and go to conditions that are less safe, less clean to mine these very minerals. So if on one hand we're deifying wind and solar, on the other hand we're demonizing fossil fuels. And I think we need to decide as a world, do we hate greenhouse gas emissions or do we hate fossil fuels? It's not the same thing. Congressman Graves, to my left, mentioned how much the U.S. has reduced our greenhouse gas emissions. You know, we did that with the fossil fuel.
Forcing technologies that are not ready, that are not deployable, that are not affordable.
The flip side of that coin is energy production. So not only on conservation, but on energy production. So we do ethanol goes back in, so you have a closed loop system. And I think we have some people here that are using that.
So what I think we've been very successful in doing over the last few years is saying, okay, fine, let's actually have the conversation. Let's look at the science. Let's look at the UN's report. It doesn't say what the headlines say. That's a key thing to remember. There's a cost. There's problems that we should deal with and that we have an interest in mitigating. There's conservation efforts that we have an interest in perpetuating, absolutely. But let's not lie to our children and scare them to death and tell them they're going to burn alive because of this, because that is not what it says.
You've all talked about unleashing American resources, and so
People, they're smart and they want to innovate and they want to become part of the green future. Why are we not doing that? So I feel strongly that Republicans/conservatives have always cared and cared deeply. I think it's fair to say they've been turned off by the rhetoric or the extremism, and they haven't always been as good at articulating their feelings as they're starting to be. And I think you're seeing conservatives, Republicans being more bold with their ideas and their solutions. And that's very important, because if we're just one side at the table, we're not as powerful as we have both sides at the table debating good ideas.